Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be sharing with you I have a dog. I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday makeup routine. It is super simple and I actually shared it on my Insta story, which I'll leave a link down below the actual Instagram page if you ever want to follow me. I just thought I would go ahead and share it on YouTube, that way you can go back and watch it if you ever want to do the same makeup routine. So let's get started. The very first thing I do is apply a primer. So the one that I use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and it's oil free and non-grease, so it's perfect for me since I have combination skin and I tend to get really oily on my T-zone. So that's what I'm gonna do first, and I have a little mirror right here, so I'll probably be looking there a lot. But this really helps my makeup stay all day, and I actually have tried a lot of different primers before, and then once I found like my favorites, I just stick with it, and this so far has been really good. Some other primers that I have used in the past actually would make my foundation break apart, and it just didn't work very well for me. So this one works well, and who doesn't want their makeup lasting all day? So I'm gonna do this real quick, right? And I think there's the top. Okay, and then once that kind of dries a little bit, because I don't like to put it when it's still kind of, I think it's called tacky or wet, because then when I put my foundation on top, it kind of mixes together and doesn't do very well. So once it completely dries, I go in and with my hands, I've stopped actually using beauty blenders and foundation sticks, like foundation brushes, because I feel like it gets a lot of bacteria on them, even if you clean it. If I just wash my hands and use my hands, it works just fine. So for foundation, I use the Bare Minerals, kind of like a BB cream. It's not really a high coverage foundation, and the shade that I use is Bamboo 5.5. Let's see, it says that you can layer it for sure. So I have some red spots here that's just not going away. So usually whenever I add one layer of the cream, I go in and add a second layer just on the top of any blemishes that I have that I want more coverage for. And it's just a tinted hydrating gel cream with a SPF of 30, which I think is great to always put some kind of UV protection on your skin, especially when you get older. It tends to show more. So I always try to, well, at least now when I'm getting a little bit older, I always try to go ahead and put some kind of sunscreen or UV protection on my face. And surprisingly, I've noticed when I do put sunscreen on my face, my skin looks healthier. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But let me add the top of my head. Not to get really close to the mirror because I'm blind as a bat. So, sorry about that. I wish I had contacts, but I can't put them in my eyes. My eyes refuse to put in. But let's see. And sometimes I get a little spots that I need to blend out a little bit more. I used to have a lot of makeup, and I've tried a lot of different foundations, full coverage, and the thing that I've noticed is that I looked really caked, and maybe it's just the wrong foundation that I tried, but I went to Clinique and I've tried their foundation, and that tends to oxidize on my face, and it makes my face look a few shades pinker than it actually is because I have a yellow undertone. And I've tried Urban Decay. What else have I tried? I think I've tried MAC. I don't know. It just makes my skin not look as healthy and natural, which I do like most of the time, especially during everyday makeup. I don't want to feel like I can literally go like this and wipe off the whole makeup with my hand, which has happened once. It was gross, but Okay, so once I put that on, I go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Powder Press, which I need to be getting a new one. Look at this. I've used it a little bit too much, but I just use, I don't have any fancy brushes. I just use whatever works and kind of pat it into my skin, and then do that all over. All right, and then once I'm done with that, I go ahead with my NARS, I think it's called Orgasm, the color. It's this really pretty, let's see if you can see it. It's like pretty shimmery pink color, which I also really like. Instead of having to add a highlighter, a contour, a blush, I just use highlighter, which based on the actual color and the shimmer on this, it kind of makes it look like you have highlighter on your face. So you don't necessarily have to go and add another product on top if you're especially on a rush. It's really nice. And I just kind of pat it on my face. Do a little fishy. All right, that's about it. And then after that, I go ahead with my Anastasia brow pencil. I don't know what shade this is because, you know, whenever you use something too much, the actual lettering on the package wears off, so I can't really tell what it is. I'm pretty sure it's just the brown color because I usually like to have my brows a little bit darker than my hair, especially like my roots are darker than the rest of my hair. So I go ahead and take the pencil and do both of my eyebrows, not just one because then you look weird. So that one is kind of done with the outline, and then I just use the thicker side of the pencil and kind of fill in the gap. What I usually do is first outline and then fill them in, but what I like to do right after, you can see a little tail. Mister, you gotta sit down, bud. His name is Mr. Oscar. Pumpkin. Okay, anyways, let's go back to what we were doing. So I like to use the end with the little comb and just comb through my eyebrows, because then it makes the lines from the pencil kind of blend out more, so it looks even more natural than it would if you didn't brush it. Go in and just brush the hairs in the direction I want. This also really helps to keep them all in the same outline that you did originally, rather than have hairs going in all directions. That's also not fun. All right, so I think that's all I'm gonna do on my eyes. So once I'm done with that, I go and use the Last Sensation by Maybelline New York. Child, can you keep quiet, please? And I have been gifted with somewhat long lashes, so I've never actually tried using, what is it called? People glue on their eyelashes. Fake eyelashes, false eyelashes. I think it's called false eyelashes. As you can see, I'm great with makeup. I watch so many makeup gurus, but I still don't remember the name of them. But since I have pretty long eyelashes, I don't apply falsies. Falsies, yes. I just use mascara and go on with my day. I feel like I would freak out if I had fake eyelashes on because they seem kind of heavy. But apparently the best feeling is to take them off, so I don't know, I might be missing out on something. And once I do the top, I also do the bottom, since I don't usually apply eyeshadows or eyeliners for my everyday makeup. This at least makes it look like I tried. Does anyone also do like the weirdest faces whenever you're applying anything on your eye? I could do like a little O shape so I don't blink. Very attractive. The one thing I don't like about this mascara is that it's the actual applicator is too thick, that it makes it really hard to apply at the bottom eyelashes. And I'm not someone who likes to use two different products for the same thing, that's why like my blush is also a highlighter, and my foundation is also a sunscreen. But with this, I would prefer like maybe a thinner, smaller applicator. That way I can get each hair both on the top and the bottom eyelashes. Okay, so that's pretty much my whole face. What I do next is I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and I barely have anything on here because I just love like spraying it all over my face. So I just close my eyes and spray. Oh, that feels so nice. Got some in my mouth though. That did not feel nice. But what I do like about it, at least kind of like a healthy glow to your face, which again makes you look all natural. Wait, do you want to do makeup too? No? Okay. And then what I usually do next is use the Burt's Bees moisturizing lip balm, and I just apply it because my lips get so chapped. Something interesting I learned is that all the other lip balms are actually containing alcohol, so it ends up drying your lips way more, and that's why you end up using the product more and then end up buying more of them. But Burt's Bees is made up of like, ooh, don't sneeze on me. It's made up of all natural ingredients, and I don't think there is any alcohol in the actual ingredients. So it does moisturize your lips instead of dry them out, making you use the product more. I like to apply a gloss just to get a little fancy, you know. And this lip gloss is so old. I don't know how to say the brand's name. I think it's Buxom. I don't know. It's this one right here. It's Buxom, and I love the smell of this, and it just leaves like a really pretty shine to your lips. And that's about it. That's literally my makeup routine every single day. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go, and Mister's gonna, oh, I think he likes the lip gloss too. Do you like the lip gloss? Oh, please stop. Please stop. No, sir. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go. And I just want to make sure you guys remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. And he's biting my ring.